Hi, I'm Julie Stone, Professor of Flute at Eastern Michigan University. Today we're going to go through the All-State Piccolo Etude for Michigan for 25-26. This is a very fun one. It's a little bit daunting because it's called trills and appoggiaturas, so you have to make sure you look up the right trill fingers, and we'll go through those. It's marked at a pretty good clip at 108, so I would start practicing it really super slow and then gradually speed up. Looking at this, the style looks like it's really lively, so I'd probably clip the eighth notes just a little bit and just have fun with it. So we're going to go through it a little by little. Okay, so the D trill there is with this finger right here. And then the turn after it, instead of doing this for C sharp, you can leave your right hand down, so you're doing trill, C sharp, D, A. Now all these 16th notes in here, you can divide them into groups so it doesn't seem such a long progression of 16th notes. I would divide them into groups. So for that second bar, I might go then put it together. And these other ones are only one beat, but you can still divide them up. So that's the way I'd start out initially and then put it all together. And let me also point out that on piccolo, you may know this, you're going to put it a little bit higher on your lip to accommodate the smaller aperture. Now going on here, it's kind of a repeat of the beginning. When you get to the second beat, you see you have a C double sharp. That's 2 half steps higher than C, so it'll be a D. And when you get to the B trill, make sure it's going to C natural. Those accidentals above the trills indicate what note it goes to. If there's nothing written, it's what's in the key signature. Okay, going on. So there you have more groups of 16th notes like we were talking about. So, and then that arpeggio. So I would practice them going across the beat like that. Okay, going on after that phrase. Now right there, you see a lot of sharps in there. And again, I would practice the inner phrasing. You can also do and any number of patterns there. Coming up, there's going to be some longer phrases here, so you'll need to think about where you're going to breathe. I tend to breathe whenever I have a chance, but there's also some places we can go through, and you can make your own choice about that because there's several different options here. Right there, I snuck in one between the 2 eighth notes, as you'll notice. And then I took one right there before that 8th note. Now right there, make sure that that C trill is second trill key. C trills can get a little bit confusing because a lot of them are first trill key, but C to D in that register is second trill key. Then the grace notes after that, the turn is B flat to C. You'll be tempted to do B natural, but it's B flat. Now, talking about that B flat again, I would use my B flat thumb on that because it's a lot easier than doing this, but that's your choice. Now right here, this is where it's going to be interesting to breathe. I wouldn't break up trills, but you can probably breathe. I like to go over the beat to breathe, so you can break up some of the 16th notes if you wish. If you want to break up the trills, that's fine too. This is a personal choice. Now right there, that's where I would breathe, is after that G sharp, because you're going one and so two there and so two there and so two there and so two there, and then that's a good place to breathe. And then I breathe after that F sharp right there. Now let's go back a bit and look at those E trills. They're in the preceding bar. They go to F natural. So you're going to do this finger in the upper register and then this one in the lower register. Remember before when we did E to F sharp, it was this fingering. So make sure you're always trilling to the right note. Now going back to those E trills in that bar, remember this is E to F sharp, so you're going to trill your thumb. So again, I would try to think just slow practice at first and breaking it down into small sections rather than trying to play through the whole thing and then piecing it together. And remember, it's going to take a smaller airstream and to be a little bit more delicate and clip notes, and it'll make it more characteristic. So have fun with this.